All right, we don't need to clean the lens here. That's haze that you're looking at across the Front Range today. We're seeing some air quality concerns due to some fires that are burning up north.
I'm not sure what you normally see there, but you definitely can't see anything. Meteorologist Danielle Grant tracking both that haze as well as the heat this week.
Yes, kind of a gross start to the work week, you guys, with all of that smoke really settling in across the Front Range. This also is usually a spectacular camera that I get to show you. City Park, downtown Denver, the Rocky Mountains in the distance. Not the case for us today. I'm surprised we can even see the downtown Denver skyline because that smoke is thick out there. Unfortunately, we are going to be dealing with this for at least the next couple of days. We have an action day up and down the I-25 corridor for multiple pollutants, not only the smoke particulates, but we also are going to deal with high levels of ozone out there. We're going to see a lot of smoke too up across the northern mountains, so they are also under air quality warnings throughout the next 24 hours. It's going to continue until 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see it extended out. This is the wildfire smoke forecast. Like you were mentioning, a lot of wildfires burning across the Pacific Northwest, even up toward Canada. They're riding atop that ridge, that smoke anyway, into the jet stream, and it's all pulling down into parts of eastern Colorado. Unfortunately, I think tomorrow might even be worse, especially out across the eastern side of the state. Heavy, dense smoke coming in between 4 or 5 o'clock around Julesburg, off toward Burlington, Akron. You can just kind of see by the coloring contour. And here in the Denver metro area, it doesn't look great either. As far as today goes, it was below average, so at least we had something going for us. A slightly cooler day at 83. Typically, we should be looking at averages in the lower 90s. We stayed in the mid 80s in northern Colorado, across the eastern plains, 60s, 70s up in the mountains. We are looking at a few isolated showers, those primarily up into the high country, and I really am not expecting much here in the metro area. That cold front certainly helped to cool us off just a bit, but tomorrow morning, unfortunately, the smoke and the haze will be back with us. Temps tonight will fall into the mid to upper 50s, really for most of eastern Colorado. A chilly night into early tomorrow morning, down to the mid 30s around Leadville. Looking at the futurecast, these storms should wind down by about sunset. By 11 p.m., our skies start to clear. The smoke still lingers, and tomorrow morning, I wish I could say we'll have plenty of blue skies out there, but it's just not going to be the case for us as that smoke continues to settle in. The storms, they will be few and far between. If we do see any, they'll primarily be up in the mountains. So the smoke, the haze, that's going to be the name of the game for us really throughout the next couple of days. As we look ahead toward tomorrow afternoon and evening, the storms up in the mountains, they won't even bring us that much moisture. If anything, just some gusty winds. Highs return to the low 90s for the metro area and off to the eastern plains. Similar story across the I-25 corridor with 70s, low 80s up into the mountains. The heat's on for the rest of the work week. The storms make a comeback Friday and into the weekend, and hopefully we can help scour out some of that smoke.